Hello, welcome to October 2025. My name is Lynette, and I am reading in the Love Exquisite Magazine, which you can access online for free at loveexquisitellc.com. Make sure you check out our amazing feature of the month, Tim Guy, who's such an awesome guy, handsome too, y'all. So make sure y'all check out that in the feature of the month section as well. So I'm reading the empowering word of the month for October 2025, and that word is awakening. Awakening. The empowering word of the month for October 2025 is awakening. When I think about the word awakening, I think about the words clarity, becoming, to rise, a powerful shift, actively working towards something, an epiphany, an aha moment, clear vision to forge ahead, and finding your purpose. It's awakening. When you think about awakening, it's not about having everything all figured out. It is okay to not always have everything all figured out. You pray for guidance, instruction, direction, and provisional resources to help you find your way. Awakening is the moment you begin to realize that what once satisfied you no longer does. It's an awakening. So what once tickled your fancy, it no longer does. Sometimes we walk around life with blinders on, and we live in a fantasy world of make-believe because we make up in our mind this ideal world about what's going on and not facing reality, the reality of a thing, the facts of what's really going on. And then one day you just wake up and say, it's like you have that aha moment and you see things clearer, and you're like, wow, this is what I've been dealing with. This is what I've been going through for, you name it, X amount of months, X amount of days, X amount of years. It's an awakening that all of us need to get to sooner, sometimes rather than later. But sometimes it happens when we're ready to face the facts, when we're ready to face reality. So that is an awakening. It is when you start asking deeper questions about the meaning of life and your purpose in life. It is when you begin to live with intention and purpose. Awakening is the signal that change is needed, and this should ignite the passion in you to shift from where you are to where you want to be mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. At first, the awakening might feel uncomfortable because you might not yet be ready and prepared to take the necessary steps towards shifting your situation. However, the awakening occurs to help you not waste any more of your time stuck in a period of mediocrity, unfulfillment, or stagnation. An awakening is powerful, so much so that it takes let me see. It gives you an advantage because you stopped wasting time and you really look at life with purpose and intention. You really look at it as a more meaningful thing and not just something to do. It's a way to live more freely and more fulfilled. It's a way to live a more fulfilling life, not just coasting through life, but actually living it and enjoying every moment. It is so powerful. You must take advantage of the moment and leverage it in the best way that you can to work towards the outcome that you want and the one that you anticipate. It is okay that you don't always know the right path to take in life. No one has all the answers to life. No one knows what path and what direction, where it's going to lead you to, no matter how well you plan it for yourself. You never know what obstacles and challenges lie ahead. So what you must do, however, is choose a path. You have to choose a path. You have to choose a direction in life. You have to have an end goal in mind. You don't always have to know the way or how you're going to get there. You figure things out along the way. And awakening can help you do that. So everyone should have a goal in life, and it is okay to have more than one. Sometimes you think you want this, and then your life turns into a different direction, and you're like, wow, I'm glad I'm here. So just try to tackle one goal at a time so that you don't get overwhelmed and you don't overwhelm yourself and then do nothing. You know what I mean? Because overwhelmness leads to nothingness. So an awakening is something that shifts on the inside of you, that makes you want more out of life. You have to be honest with yourself about what you want in life. What is it that you truly, truly want? What is it that you truly want for your life? Who is it that you truly want in your life? And how much are you willing to do to keep them there? How much are you willing to work to get the things that you want in life, whether that's people, places, or things? So you have to be honest with yourself about those things and let go of the timelines. Oh, I want to do this by that. Oh, I want to do this by that. You're not too early and you're not too late. Everything happens in the time that it was supposed to. So there is a reason and a season for everything. Just take the necessary steps towards what feels like the right thing to do. The key point in that is what the right thing to do. So ask yourself, what is the right thing to do? Not what do I want to do or what do I feel like doing. Ask yourself, what is the right thing to do? Don't mistake your questions about uncertainty or worry with disbelief or that you're lost. Because oftentimes we'll be like, well, I'm afraid to do it. And some people are like, are you afraid? That means you don't believe in it. Doesn't mean that you don't believe in it, that you disbelief or that you're lost. It means that you are being honest with how you truly feel. It's not that you don't believe it. It's just that you're worried about how you're going to get there. Not that you don't believe that you are. That's why what I wrestle with is I don't ever worry about the how or the why. My challenge is which I need to work more on is the when. The when. I know you're gonna do it. I don't know how, don't care how, don't know why, don't care why, but when is what I wrestle with. The when. So um again, back to the awakening. The awakening is opening your eyes and seeing your situation for what it truly is rather than what you want it to be or what somebody told you it was. You know what I mean? Um you're walking. Let me see. Wait. It's like you're waking up to the truth and you're walking in purpose with intention. So you're waking up to the truth that there is more in you than what you might have previously thought or believed. There's more to life than what you could possibly have envisioned prior. It's an awakening. So there is also a discomfort at first when you experience an awakening. Because oftentimes we get used to the norm and we get in our box and we're afraid to get out of the box, that when we're awakened, it causes our mind to expand and to think beyond that box. And so it's fearful when you're not sure what's going to happen next. You know what I mean? It causes you to have to do a deep reflection period where you then assess your life and you wonder, well, was I living it right or wrong the whole time? You know what I mean? So that's why awakening can be a little discomforting. It causes you to confront you. You know what I mean? And your decision making and how flawed it might be or how genius it might be. You know what I mean? So it just gives you an aha moment that we all need at some point in life to live it more fulfilling and truthful, and authentic, I should say. So we have to begin to see things clearly with an open mind and an open heart. We no longer live life based on societal conditions. We begin to live in present moments with intention and purpose. We stop taking ourselves, life, and people for granted. We assess what and who truly matters. You have to be ready for the awakening. because it will require you to make some tough decisions. These decisions often lead to brighter futures, causing you to let go of things and people you may have held on to, or and they may have held you back from progression. Even if one of those things is you and your old ways of thinking. You have to let those things go. The awakening can open your mind to new ways of thinking and new ways of doing things. Awakening might even hurt at first because it causes us to face reality. It causes us to face the truth. And both are essential. What we have to keep in mind that both of those things are essential to our healing, to our finally being healed and finally being at peace. Finally transforming, and it helps with your spiritual beliefs, and it helps you to be open and honest with yourself as well as with others. Awakening also requires you to listen deeply, to show up for yourself as your real self, the authentic you, the true you, and then align your actions with your inner truth and choose to be present. Choose to be present. Choose the present over the past. The past is the past. We got to leave it there. Learn from it and move forward, as well as the courage. Choosing courage over comfort. Oh, woo! Choosing courage over comfort. Y'all hear me? Think about it. What are you choosing right now? Who are you choosing right now? Are you choosing what's comfortable? Or are you going out there and being brave and going after what you truly want or who you truly want? Don't choose courage over comfort. Don't choose comfort over courage. I told y'all these was unedited. So if you playing it safe, sometimes you got to go get it. You got to go get it. Don't be afraid of that thing. Don't be afraid of it. Go get it. It's yours. You know what I mean? If you truly believe that, but you got to put in the work. You got to be willing to do the work to get it. And not only to get it, but to keep it. That's even harder. You know what I mean? So sometimes if you got... y'all get it. Y'all know anything that's worth it, worth working for, is something of value. So you have to be willing to put in the work. If you want something of value, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you something. It might not be monetary, but it's going to cost you something. It may require you to give up your bad habits, or give up your bad ways, or give up your lack of communication skills, or give up your some of your freedom. You know what I mean? It's going to cost you something. But if you want it bad enough, you got to be willing to put in that work that it requires to maintain it. Remember that. It's important. All right. So back to the article. Approach awakening with true awareness of love, true awareness and love, I should say. It could be helping you in the long run. It offers us an invitation to wake up. That's what awakening is. So take the blinders off. Become more aware of what life is telling you. What is your life telling you? What are we telling ourselves, more importantly? And what do we need to do about it? It can be a great experience as well as a frightening one, the awakening. It can be a great experience because it will allow you to make informed decisions based on your real, true self and the honest thing of what's going on in your world realistically. Not what you want it to be, but realistically. So it's beneficial to your success in the long run. It can be frightening because if you're not ready to deal with the truth and reality, or you're not ready to move in the direction that it's taking you, that the awakening may take you, you can be fearful of that. But don't spend the most of your life with blinders on. Got to take them off. Got to take off those blinders and awaken so that you can finally get to your true happiness. The empowering word of the month for October is awakening. May we all get woke and stay woke.